I only knew of one replay, Andy. I just didn't know there was more than one. Shrib kind of caught me off guard, real quick though. Low key, real quick.
Replay Andy. Jeez.
Started checking it out and seeing what's up. This what's up. I wasn't even gonna bust out that terminology. I only did that because I know you watch Twitch streams a lot, Logan.
Yeah,
That's
plus
the only reason I busted out.
Yeah, plus that one guy, Andy Big Nail. If he keeps watching it, he's gonna become the replay Andy Big Nail.
That's right.
And he'd be like, it's not gonna be called. He's not gonna say Blue anymore. It's gonna be like Jane.
Oh my god.
All right. I guess we ready to go. Switch and let's go.
Well, that went
Do we
according
want
to their
to
plans.
retain the positions again?
I'm cool with it if you want.
Sure.
But that went according to their plan.
Well, it's interesting, right? So they wanted to come straight for me, but this time around I was kind of ready for them. Couldn't help, of course, but
I helped a little bit too.
yeah. Well, you had that big thing going on, just completely keeping Munsif tied down. That was great.
Yeah, and I spared a couple pike meat from my friend. Need.
Get you here between Logan and Munsif. Come on, dude. Come on. Could it be any more obvious?
Yeah, were you saying something by the way before?
Oh yeah, no, I was just looking for improvements that we can do in this game. Anything we were not doing so great in the last game.
Honestly, I'm not sure. I just need to be able to pay a little bit more attention to your area myself, but I don't know. Munsif doing shenanigans right from the get-go. I was like, okay, boy.
You wanted to try to do what they did to me last game, right? Come from the side and
no.
rear. Right?
The second I saw those two up there, I was like, you ain't getting no bills this way, bud.
Yeah. They're probably just going to repeat and say, hey, the game plan is center. Everybody center.
That's strange that you were saying that the skirmisher team bonus wasn't there. I have to check that. I have to see what the hell happened.
Yeah, because we don't have Imperials.
I did not know that, man.
We have elites.
I did not know that. Kind of sucks.
Ever since you switched to the no market on DE, we lost Imperials. If you actually watch the recording, Shoaib's called it out before too.
I see. I just didn't expect that. I'll have to go do some playtesting.
Yeah, because I think it had something to do when you took out paper money for that 500 extra gold.
Mm-hmm.
I think somewhere along the way you also knocked out the Imperial Skirmisher.
Yeah. Except I didn't go out of my way specifically to do that unless I just took the Vittoria thing out. And that inherently means that they lose.
Maybe, I don't know.
That's the Portuguese thing, man.
Yeah, that's Portuguese.
So I didn't really take out paper money like that. I mean, telling you, I didn't. In the restriction list, it's not there. I have to go back and check, but I'm 100% sure that it's not there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but the Vietnamese texts are gone.
So you're going to scout more and you'll see how the guy is building, but more than likely he's going to shrink more, and then he'll more go towards center or some shit. And then,
yeah, that was actually another reason why I hit Munsif, because the way he built towards me.
Yeah. So it does mean, low-key, you get those resources on the side, and then, you know what I mean? Yeah. Y'all both can get those resources for the stone and stuff. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you can get them fairly uncontested, depending on the situation. So you don't have to always get the stone immediately in the front, contest that, but mostly get the resources on the side. Because they may just leave it. Because they're so transfixed on taking Fassel out. But, I mean, you just have to see.
Yeah.
but at least the scouting was very useful. Like the more active scouting you guys do, the more intel and information you get early, the more people can react and use that information. Like you guys called out siege workshops, right?
Yeah, we
I
did.
definitely called it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I called it out from 1 Civ 2.
That's exactly right. 2 people going siege workshops. Shit.
The second that bombard tower came up, I'm like, okay, buddy. I was sitting
Yeah.
around on my ramps, but no more. This storm has now been officially caused by you.
So you got the feel of the early game.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to still compensate to make more army and not rely too much on bombard tower by themselves, but you'll need the army. So concentrate working on the army and don't let them just, because remember you're gonna be outnumbered potentially, so you're gonna want to fight close to base and close to towers or like whatever that you defenses you have, right?
Roger.
Gold, please. Yes.
Here we go.
Ooh, Byzantines. Your Mayans,
Sure.
vassal. Sharky's Turks, Logan's Vikings, 1 Civ Spanish again, and Shuaib's Tatars.
Sharkies, Turks.
But he's also in the back.
Yeah.
There we go. So I don't know about my ability to scout, except for I'll see if I can get an
Eagles.
Eagle Warrior or
Yeah,
two
you
going.
should be able to get 1, maybe 2. I would call it good with that, and then me and we're gonna have to do a little bit extra scouting.
Salve, ein condo, pero. Condo. Condo. Presto. Condo. Salve. Condo.
We have enough for 1 Eagle Warrior, which is
You should
out.
have 2. You should have enough for 2 right now. Exactly 2.
All right. There we go.
I mean, you only need necessarily 1.
Presto. Condo. Ein. Condo. Condo.
What the hell, Shoaib? Why would you build your TC like?
Presto. Quando?
Salve. Condo.
Niña.
Pero. Presto. Caedo. Sane. Ein. Sane.
Presto. Pugno. Ferro. Fermita.
I'm gonna build my second TC right here.
Roger that.
How's at the moment?
Working on eco now.
Sending a scout into Logan's area for you.
Raj.
Salve. Ein, condo. Presto. Condo. Impero. Condo. Salve. Condo.
Yeah, once they're building a TC back here.
Copy that.
Ein. Condero. Ein. Condo.
Impero sane.
Presto. Caedo. Condo. Condo.
Sending a scout to Show's area, sending a scout to Logan's area. Trying to get one back into Sharky's area again. Lots of halbs and pikes over here. Sharky's got some cav outs. Nice wall, by the way. Looks like Logan's just booming back there.
Copy that.
Impero. Condo. Ein. Condo.
Ai ago.
Building my third TC on the stone in the corner.
Commita. Pugno. Porro. Commita.
Salve.
I'm a little behind.
Condo.
Ai ago. Ein porro. Commita. Pugno. Pugno. Presto. Ein. Commita. Pugno. Commita. Porro. Pressane. Ago. Ein. Condo. Pero ein. Ago.
Sending another scout to Shoaib's area. Another one to Logan's area.
Sharky is scouting.
Shoaib is building barracks, more barracks forward. And he's got 2 TCs pretty forward. You also have Sharky with a stable. Stables are up here.
Roger that.
Munsif's building some more barracks. Logan's got skirms and pikes.
Copy.
Pugno.
Ein.
Sending a scout back here.
Presto. Condo.
Appreciate it.
Condo. Condo.
Just working on my second town center right here.
So, yeah, okay. Bit seconds a little forward, but okay. I want you to try to focus on getting, are you Mayans? Yeah, okay. Never mind. So I want you to get at least one castle up and try to see if you can get the relics. And
Right.
get another TC up back over here. Or on my side. I want one a little bit away from the front.
Okay, copy.
Logan just sent the scout right here.
Pero ein.
See it.
I'm gonna go shore that area up.
Condo. Pressane. Commita. Pero pugno.
Show's got a large force of halberdiers and skirms.
I saw an advance Munsif trying to build right here.
Condo. Condo. Pero. Condo.
Munsif building right here, fellas. Munsif trying to build a lot of shit.
Presto. Condo.
Castle, don't attack that yet. Move back, move back.
Copy, copy, copy.
Correctus. Condo.
Ein.
Ein.
Trying to deny Munsif.
Sure.
Sure, we're building a siege workshop. Sending a couple scouts Logan's way. I'm gonna see if I can hit that wood line real quick. He's going after that relic. Knock out that monk too.
Raj. Put my third town center right here.
Lots of outposts. Logan's got some more skirms right here.
Logan, they're okay. They're withdrawn.
Pero.
No, they're somewhat committed.
Salzane.
So fighting with Logan.
Okay.
Condo.
I'm building a castle by my Vittoria.
Pressane. Ein. Ago.
Got Munsif and Logan. So what I'm sort of helping.
Castle, you gotta move back. Don't lose all your shit. They're coming.
Yep, they're incoming.
Just lots of just skirms and halbs right here.
Pero.
Munsif's got a scout back here.
Ein. Sane.
Alright, they're maneuvering through this route.
Yeah, I see that. I'm trying to build up over there.
Ein. Sane. Salve.
Pero. Ein. Condo.
Hitting Sharky's rams.
Salzane. Condo. Condo.
Need to hit those rams.
Hitting repair on my Vittoria. It's a full blown.
Yeah, no, I see that.
Putting everything in the kitchen sink. Victoria is 50%.
If we can get the Rams, we can hold this. If we can't get the Rams, we're done. Or you're done.
Alright. GG.
No, what do you mean?
No,
GG?
I said you're
What the
done.
hell?
Like, you're not like done. Your TC's still up, so you can recover.
It's basically a Zerg.
It's alright, no big deal.
I mean, they're gonna have to pay the price of the Zerg. The fact that Shoaib hasn't joined in means... Oh, there he is. There he is.
Yep. There he is right here.
We got Logan using his Rams like utter garbage again. Sending in the cataphracts. Vassal, how you doing on resources? Can you get that TC up or no?
Fondo.
400, 900. 5, 136, 100 out of 135. Coming online.
I need pikes, if at all possible.
Okay. Working on my food situation.
Yeah,
Sending in
Moonsev,
on the
Shoaib, and Logan right there. Sending horse scouts forward to see what they have. Building them forward, mining camp from Sharky, siege rams from Sharky and Shoaib, pikemen from Logan, halberdiers from Munsif.
I got a pikeman build up here. I'm flanking into their rams.
The ram train is going this way.
There's more rams.
All the rams right there.
Throwing everything I got.
That's how they're going up front too fast.
Where are we going?
Condo. Condo. Impero. Condo.
The lone unescorted ram by Logan.
Tell me something new.
Condo. Salve.
You got
Fassel,
more Rams being queued up up
Pirates
here.
are up front again, Fassel. What the hell?
Yeah, they're not set on any kind of defensive stance.
So set them on defensive stance. Move them back.
You got Sharky attacking, or Shuaib attacking my castle on the side.
Yeah, Raj.
Condo.
Sharky's got a lot of dudes back here, scouts.
There's a little bit of a skirmish going on right here, Salman.
Okay. Sending my skirms forward to help you out.
Sending knights to back your skirms.
Sending a scout. Sharky's got staples up top here.
Roger. They've captured a lot of relics. There's a huge gold deficit on my side. They're going to start building gold units.
Copy that.
Fassel, your forces went in again.
Hey, Fassel, I have some Rams here. In that, so we can do a little counter push because I don't see any units. I'm gonna send some scouts.
Copy.
All right, so I see a lot of skirms and a couple pikes. So if we can knock out those pikes, they're pretty vulnerable.
Condo.
They're building up Rams again.
Yep.
Logan's got Trebs.
Yeah, I mean, they got a shit ton of gold now. They're coming in.
Yep, I see that. I see that.
Trebs.
Throwing everything in the kitchen sink, yo. That's great. The Trebs aren't even attacking. I'm
Yep,
sure he's
and in the
yelling.
meantime, my Rams are going in the back. They don't see the Rams, bro. Of course, Munson does, okay.
Ahí, correcto. Perfecto. Condo.
Oh, he got triggered. I knew he would have gotten triggered because of the Trebs.
Well, it wasn't just the Trebs, we also took out Munsif's Vittoria.
Good game.
Yeah,
GG.
guys.
Again.
Well, you completed your strategy for taking me out, for sure.
Question what happened after.
I
What
mean,
did
you
you guys discuss?
knew exactly what happened.
I'll tell you this much. This time I didn't give retribution immediately after you took the first Fetora, right? So now I gave you a bigger window opportunity to take out the singular Fetora that was left. You guys had all the opportunity. No one can say that Blue came in and destroyed us and killed our Fetora and killed everything. You guys had but you definitely were on a timer. The question though is, what happened with that push? Because
What
you
happened
guys,
with Orange?
I don't know. I'm asking. I guess it can.
I mean, it's a minor flaw, but you saw what he did. I mean, so instead of going towards Saman's Vittoria, like first of all, he never joined us, and that's fine. Whatever. It's actually not a bad idea because when he said I have a huge army, that was actually kind of like that. But he went after what we already destroyed, so he just basically went into what we just got demolished at. So if he actually hit Saman while you guys weren't ready, like, or basically, you weren't at Saman's Vittoria, we probably would have made a good push there and joined up. But he basically just joined and just died.
That was
So
a road to go in, so that hurt, obviously.
and then I think at the end of this game, you guys really challenged the micro of this team. Because I don't know, you guys saw clearly these Rams just dancing around, and I was telling the team that the Trebs are the answer to win because with all these freaking castles and you guys like piling up in front of it. So I wanted the Rams to take out the buildings in front and possibly to bait you guys, like not bait, but like be the you guys have to deal with either the Rams or the Trebs, and they're just dancing around instead of dealing it. So the micro comes in is each Ram just instead of what they were doing dancing, they needed to poke each building one at a time, or like one Ram to one building, and that wasn't going to happen because I mean I don't know if Shoaib's even ready for that. I think that's a lot to ask for him. So I don't know, but I thought it was a great game. So yeah.
And Shoaib, I guess Shoaib from your side.
No, I think I agree with Logan. I mean, I think we had one or two chances, especially in the beginning when I came at the wrong angle. Because I had a pretty large army back, by then, obviously, and had a good amount of Rams. So I think if I used those properly, it would have been game over. So I think that's where we kind of lost it. And then towards the end, Logan had the good idea of the Trebs, and he's saying we didn't execute on that properly from the rest of us.
Well, who built the Trebs?
Logan.
I did.
But they weren't even positioned to hit the Fetora.
No, they were right in front of the stables. They
No.
They
I'm
didn't
telling
even
you,
shoot.
set up
They
and
weren't
didn't-
even
they didn't
shooting.
shoot.
They didn't shoot.
So I think maybe it's went to no stance, but they shot one off. One went. I don't know why they didn't all shoot, but
Not the
one went.
Fetora, because I was monitoring its HP.
Well, no. So right when they died, it shot off. So I don't know if it even took a hit. But
I mean, I
at
never
that point,
tried.
didn't matter. I mean, whatever. I was gonna lose them.
That's what she said.
Oh shit! Shoaib is channeling Dobo.
I gotta represent him, man.
What the? That came from left field, man. What the freak? Oh, wow. Okay, well, I mean, GG's. I mean, game's up, by the way. So, I mean, great game. I mean, it was like another 28 minutes. I mean, it felt longer, but trust me, it was pretty fast. You guys are pretty good. Wow. Every time I choose, oh shit, game crashed for some reason after I tried to move all the AI players.
Sharky Mutsu. Sharky, what did you think?
I think my presence there was kind of limited. I think I did join that push on Fassel. I think it did break down. Things started breaking down around when we tried to get Fassel. I know Shoaib was in his communicative, like I mentioned. There was a gap in the houses that I exploited, but I guess Shoaib was slow to react on that. I think it was maybe that micro that you mentioned. Of course,
go ahead.
There was that lack of coordination going again. Basically Logan says go, and then we're giving the orders to the units.
Right.
And something stops it in our tracks, and then we have to have catch up to whatever the situation is.
Really? I guess what, the units are getting stuck or something, or what?
But usually, it's like maybe we didn't scout ahead to what units will face. Our push.
Right.
Like we don't see there's a bunch of stars up ahead, or there are a bunch of skirmishers up ahead.
And Munsif, I guess how was your experience last game from strategy to comms to moving together? Like how did you feel it went down from the last game to this game?
Everything was great. I can say nothing. It's just that we all suck, and that's it.
What?
What? He's gonna come on, Mutsu. We did way better this game than last. You gotta admit. I asked him, "Are we good to go?" And I was like, "I need a confirmation from each one of you." And I was like, "Munsif," and he's like, real quiet. He says like, "Yes," and I was like, "All right, let's go."
I think we are very slow pushers. It's something that we need to work on.
We're slow because the micro we send, like it happened where I was saying the siege rams at one time, and Shoaib's like, well, look at all the cav, and I'm like, yeah, but the problem is when your rams are stuck and your halberdiers are stuck with them, they're not going to do anything to those the hussars that come in because they're stuck. Like you have to get them moving in front of the rams. So it's just that's the micro, and you guys exploit it, and then we don't like sending the rams and having the halberdiers kind of like guard the rams, like surround them while the hussars come through. That's where they annihilate them. But when you just send them all as a big ball, it's not really, or not a ball, I should say, ram then halberdier a line. It's not gonna do anything. They're just gonna die. But it's okay to lose one. I mean, lose one ram, but then you take out all their hussars. Damn, they're done.
I just found that funny, interesting. Munsif said it was great, and then followed by "we suck." How could it be great and suck at the same time?
That the game was great, and the rest, I mean, the way we pushed, tried to move forward, we didn't do it well.
Well, to me, looking at this game and last, I think there was a lot of improvement. That's what I think.
Well, I guess here's the thing.
No.
Well, not necessarily from that perspective, because I wanted to play things out a bit more this time. I didn't want to just immediately help with like a very strong defense early, but because I wanted to give you guys actually an opportunity to take one out and then see what you would do.
Well, we kind of had to get through you on the right, though. I mean, when we chose that pot, you did put worse.
Not really. I had to make it, decent, but not like I'm stopping you. So No, because it's not about like there's certain things about like our call outs in terms of like, well, they got Rams. Well, it makes a difference if they got 2 Rams, 5 Rams, 7 Rams. It makes a difference because based on that, you kind of figure out like what type of an army you're going to need. In addition, Fassel losing his pikes early really screwed himself over, like because he didn't manage his pikes early, like that army because his pikes died. Basically, he kind of because of the lack of micro, his pikes went, they died, and he had no defense against Rams. Basically, that's what happened. So castles be damned, it didn't really matter because he didn't have his pikes, and because he didn't have pikes, it was kind of like, yeah. Like you can't, like when you're being outnumbered like that, you can't just lose your pikes like that. So I mean, even though you're talking micro, yeah, our guy had some issues with micros too, and it was just kind of like, yeah, you have to kind of deal with that. Like everybody else has micro issues, so you kind of have to deal with that. And to be honest, I'm not heavy microing any. It seems to you guys I'm microing. I'm not really microing. I let sometimes my units die. Cavalry go in and just die and things like that. Like, yeah, I'm not really microing because it would be kind of unfair. So, I guess long story short, you guys got objective 1, and the question is, usually there's a counter push fairly immediately, and you lose 2. But this time I gave you an opportunity, a significant window. You had about 15 minutes, honestly.
The
15
problem
minutes.
is the
What's
problem is you guys got the resources. That's the problem.
What do you mean?
You got resources. You guys got the stone.
Okay.
We didn't have that's helped you guys to stand in the back and defend. If we had the stone, we could have made more traps, for example, and then we could have pushed even harder.
But do you think that
pushing with good traps and a bunch of food units, you think it's going to be enough? It's not going to be enough.
Well, let me ask you. Well, that's a very interesting observation from you, Mansif. Let me open this up to generally your teammates as well. You guys felt like resources was really the problem here?
Nope.
I don't think so. I know later after Fassel got kicked out, we did have access to that middle stone.
Yeah.
We didn't exploit it. I'm the only one that really exploited it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's not like you didn't have access to resources. It's just like you guys were so using what you had. And here's the irony, Munsif. I guess here's the thing. With what you had, you could have won. It's just now who could have accounted for Shoaib just whiffing. And by the way, that's not like technically that's not too bad of a whiff because he could have redirected even that army or saved that army. Like it's not really the biggest problem because that's not the only time it was hard, right? Like that wasn't the only time just because Shoaib lost that army that oh my god, like no. I mean, actually you guys had a really good shot because think about it. Now you had 4v2, right? For the most part. I mean, it's not like Fassel had like a whole lot of anything he could really do in terms of a defense. So really, you guys should have been able to regroup, and made another concerted attack. It's just that it I don't know, man. I feel like you guys are taking battles that you shouldn't, and then when you should, you don't like. There's certain battles you want to take, and there's certain battles you don't want to take. And it seems like after the first concerted effort on the push, I felt like you guys just. I guess Munsif, maybe that's what you're saying. Like after that first one, the attack or whatever, I guess you guys were more stagnant because you lost maybe a lot.
The first one was very organized.
Sure.
I think we were really organized. The first one, we
Sure.
pushed, we went forward. We were 3 present. Then we went toward one objective, which was Faisal Footwear.
Yeah.
And we got it down. And we got it down very fast too.
Yeah.
All right. And then we pushed back. Faisal army. It was only Faisal army at that time.
Yeah.
And then we hold the mid. And then the direction, our second objective was to go toward Salman's area. So that's where the thing started.
Right. So that just shows me that the way you guys initially built it seems like even though you guys were building together, you weren't all together there. Because it totally defies me that you had built the way you built and then you couldn't organize rapidly. You know what I mean, Munsif? Like, unless maybe people didn't have buildings there, or maybe they had buildings but not the right buildings. Because that's what that tells me. Like, otherwise, why wouldn't you be able to? Like, think about it this way: the same way you built and organized in the first phase, is the same thing you would do in the second phase. True. I mean, literally nothing changes. The only thing that does change is location. And if people did not have their units right, or maybe, since Logan was the one who was corralling that charge, everybody else was kind of isolated. So when you guys decided to go to Salman, it was kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, it would take like this significant ramp up reorganization time, which was kind of like, which maybe you're feeling is slow. As an example, I'm just saying, as an example, as opposed to maybe you guys did build on each other and knew what units you were going to build, and so you had the right units, like right buildings, and then you could immediately just kind of build from there. As an example, like maybe that's what accounts for it. I don't know, but I mean, I thought that you guys did okay, but so to me, I just wanted to see what you guys do in the first instance when you take out a Futura. And then I wanted to see what you would do in a second wave. And I gave you time. So obviously it was kind of like, and by the way, you misused your opportunity on Salman's Futura. It was kind of like almost half-hearted, unfortunately. It wasn't like real. And the other thing is that people lost a lot of crap while getting to the Futura. I guess maybe, Logan, that's what you meant. Like losing units while you're getting there, or maybe there was a context of micro, but yeah. So overall, whatever. I mean, you guys made you guys made a little difference. So I mean, that's fine. Good. And here's the thing: at the end of the day, guess what? The whole point of this is so that when we actually play real games, you guys have a decent early, mid, and late. You know, like decent. Like, that's what we're trying to get to. So clearly, you know, from a training game perspective, yeah, the more you suck, the more you realize that you have problems, right? The more you can kind of work on those. I guess that's the point. So, okay, one person's missing. Who is the person that's missing who's watching the replay?
I'm not watching the replay. I just.
You're not there.
I know, because I'm sitting at the menu of finding a game because it kept timing out, and then I didn't know you had it finally working. No joke. I'm seriously like, if you watch the stream.
6 other people are in here.
Well, yeah, whatever.
Hey, sure. Is that what he does in game? He just keeps quiet while his whole town gets destroyed, and then he's like, "Can't you guys see? Can't you see?"